The world is always up to date on who the most popular and highest paid movie actors are in the different languages of cinema. After all, the profession of acting at its peak generates some of the highest revenue a person can earn thanks to fees, royalties, and sequels. But believe it or not, human beings are not the only ones who are high-paid actors. Not every animal used in movies are randomly trained pets summoned immediately for a small role. Some animals have become quite famous over time, and including them in a movie requires a hefty payment to be made. That's our topic for today, as we're going to list the 10 highest paid animal movie stars of all time, and you might even recognize some of them yourself. So, after you subscribe to our channel, we can get right into it and see for ourselves.
Audio Jungle.
10. Rin Tin Tin. Rin Tin Tin has starred in 27 movies for the Warner Brothers Studios and had a consistent income of $6,000 per week. And that is an amount paid back in the 1920s era of the studio. So with inflation adjusted, that's roughly around $78,000 per week paid to the actor. He was originally rescued from a World War I battlefield by an American soldier and thus trained to work in silent films. Not only was Rin Tin Tin incredibly famous as a movie star, he is also responsible for the rising popularity of German Shepherds as a dog back in the early 30s, which is something that is still a part of the world today. Once he passed away in 1932, his name was given to more German Shepherd dogs so that they could play his roles in sequels of the movies that he was in, keeping the legacy alive. 9. Keiko the Killer Whale. Keiko is one of the most popular whales to ever exist, as he was wildly famous thanks to the Free Willy movies. While originally in captivity, he earned his owners over $36 million in revenue, which is insane and something not even many human actors managed to earn as a net worth for many years of their career. The ending to his story is bittersweet, as he was freed into the open sea in 2002 with complete freedom. But unfortunately, he passed away in 2003 due to pneumonia, as he was perhaps not ready for the outside world after spending so much time in captivity and acting. One way or another, he's still remembered as a popular animal movie star and will forever be known as one of the highest paid ones too. 8. Bart the Alaskan Brown Bear. Bart the Alaskan Brown Bear is one of the most popular bears that we've ever known, thanks to his career-making role in the movie called The Edge. Not only did he become very famous due to the movie, he was also paid a whopping $1 million for it. He then went on to star in more movies such as The Great Outdoors and another movie with world-famous actor Brad Pitt later on, making a total of $6 million. He unfortunately passed away at 23 years of age in the year of 2000 due to cancer. While his passing is tragic, his legacy is forever preserved in some of the most entertaining movies out there. Before we continue with a really famous dog, please make sure you fully support us and hit that like button. 7. Pal the Collie. Similar to Rin Tin Tin, Pal played the role of Lassie, which is a very popular dog persona of its time, and he made many appearances on both TV and cinema over time. He was paid $4,000 per week, which would be roughly $51,000 after adjusting the amount for inflation. Since he lived a longer life with more roles done, he earned more money in comparison to Rin Tin Tin. But once he passed away at the age of 18 in 1958, his mantle was passed on to more dogs too in the same way, making Lassie a legacy that was kept on for a long time on television. 6. Moose the Jack Russell. Frasier was a very popular show, and one of its most beloved actors were in fact a dog called Eddie. He earned $10,000 each and every single episode that he was in, and his son Enzo took over the role once Eddie began to get older. Frasier has more than 264 episodes in total, which were in 11 full seasons. So you can imagine just how much Moose managed to earn in his life when the $10,000 are paid for 264 separate times throughout the years. He passed away in 2006 due to natural causes, but he will forever be remembered as one of the world's most adored dogs in history. 5. Crystal the Capuchin Monkey. Now this is a face that we all recognize, because he's not just someone that older generations saw. Starring in popular movies such as Night at the Museum and The Hangover 2, Crystal is one of the most popular and highest paid animal movie stars of all time. While the exact figures are not known for his appearances in movies, he starred in a lesser-known TV show called Animal Practice, and he was paid for $12,000 per episode. That's quite a high amount for an animal movie star, and he's still alive and kicking to this day too. 4. Terry the Terrier. It's impossible not to recognize this dog thanks to her breakthrough role in The Wizard of Oz. She acted as a companion to Dorothy's journey of seeing the powerful wizard, and despite suffering from an incident that broke her foot, she managed to recover and finished her role. She went on to play more roles in movies too, such as appearing in the movie Shirley Temple, for example. But her most famous role is undoubtedly in Oz, since it's something that people show their children even in 2021. She passed away in the year of 1945 and was aged 11. Her acting fee was $125 per week, which would be roughly $2,300 when adjusted to inflation today. This was a bigger fee than what most human actors were paid to cast in the film, so it certainly earns her a big spot on this list. 3. Skippy the Terrier. Yet another terrier making the list, Skippy is perhaps one of the most iconic dogs in cinema because of the fact that, unlike some of the other dogs on the list, Skippy has a wide variety of roles instead of being limited to one popular persona. His famous appearances include Thin Man and Mr. Smith, and Bringing Up Baby, to name a few. While in general he has been casted in dozens of movies in the 1930s. He was considered one of the smartest dogs in the world and was given $200 a week for every picture that he starred in, while his trainer would get a rough $60. That amount is certainly much bigger when adjusted for inflation, and more than what some human actors were paid at the time. 2. Golden Cloud the Horse. In the era of cowboy movies, horses were very big in demand, and while many horses were receiving multiple roles in movies, Golden Cloud was a bit different. He appeared in many movies and was given the stage name Trigger, and the movie industry considered him a special horse due to the fact that he was able to listen to instructions and performed over 100 tricks, such as walking on only 2 legs and untying the hands of actors. It's difficult to get an exact estimate of how much he was paid for the movies, although the sheer number of movies he was in and the popularity certainly make him one of the highest paid animals without a doubt. But he was stuffed and placed inside a museum for over 40 years until the museum shut down, and then he was purchased for $254,500 separately afterwards. 1. Higgins. While an exact estimate of how much Higgins was paid is hard to come along, since some owners refuse to share such details with the public, it is generally agreed upon by industry insiders that Higgins is in fact the highest paid animal movie star of all time. He is extremely popular and acted in many movies and TV shows. His most notable role is that of Benji, and the TV show Petticoat Junction that he acted in had so many episodes that he was in 149 of them, which is a lot of money to be made. After a long and successful career which even included coming out of retirement for a role, he died a few weeks before his 18th birthday due to natural causes. Even today, he remains one of the most beloved animal movie stars, and he is celebrated greatly by enthusiasts of the cinema. That's it for our list of the 10 highest paid animal movie stars. It's a surprise to see that so many of those were paid more than the majority of human actors at the time of their careers. But it's certainly well-deserved considering how much money they brought over to the studios. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for future updates for similar videos and more. We'll catch you on the next video.